all this weekend that this town was buzzing, Republican circles were buzzing with the idea that Mitt Romney walked into a meeting of donors on Friday. After months of saying, I'm not running, I'm not running, I'm not running, he walked into a meeting and said, go tell your friends. Mitt Romney walks in, everybody in here can go tell your friends that I'm considering a run. What brought about this dramatic change, and is it, in 2 words, Jeb Bush?
Probably, yeah. I'd say that's about right. Look, Mitt Romney, it's not surprised that he wants to be president. He ran for president twice. I mean, the guy wants to be president. Look, there's a little bit of friction there. Not outright contempt, but, you know, Jeb and Romney aren't particularly close. I think that, you know, he saw Jeb, you know, wading into his turf. Look, Romney has been running for president until he lost, was running for president for 6 years. You know, he's sort of used to this. This is his lane, and he sees someone else there. Look, part of it is Ann Romney. Part of it's Ann Romney. She's has gone from "don't do this again" to "I want you in there." According to these donors,
it's not just Jeb Bush being out there. It's Jeb Bush criticizing Romney over the course of the last month on a variety of issues. My understanding is that Romney had said repeatedly last year in private, look, I'm not going to do this. The only way I'll do it is late 2015. If somebody's going to get the nomination, they can't win the general, and the party comes to me and says, we want you to do this, then I'll consider it. What changed? I think he didn't believe Jeb was actually going to run. And when he saw Jeb out there and saw Jeb criticizing him, he realized, okay, if I want to do this again, I should move faster.
And Jeb started getting phone calls and started Romney. What Romney has is an amazing money operation from coast to coast. It has big donors, it has medium donors, it has bundlers. It's a very impressive organization. And the question was, would he bequeath this at some point? Could he bequeath it at some point? Those guys are all getting calls from Jeb now, and a lot of them are sympathetic to Jeb, and so they're turning to Mitt and saying, "Are you running? What should we do?"
It's a money game, John. I mean, the degree to which the primaries, in the early going at least, are dominated by rich people in this country and their preferences is astonishing, but it's a political fact of life. No, to borrow the old phrase, this is a grassroots movement emerging from the grassroots of every country club in America.
In Manhattan.
but you'd have this, that would be a remarkable establishment rivalry between a Mitt Romney and a Jeb Bush and maybe a Chris Christie, and we'll get to Governor Christie in a minute, but you'd have a premier establishment candidates there. You write this morning about an interview with Rick Santorum where he's going after Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio to a degree, but he says he doesn't think he's going to run, and Rand Paul on the other side. So you have a conservative fight as well, and Mike Huckabee saying they don't have the credibility, they don't have the experience. What, bomb throwers?
Yeah, so there are basically 2 lanes now, and I talked to Senator Santorum last week, and he was very aggressive going after both Governor Huckabee, who's a big challenge to him in Iowa, of course, because Huckabee won there in 2008, on a raft of policy issues where he says Huckabee's going to have to answer to the right, but also taking aim at both Paul and Cruz, saying that's the Obama syndrome. They were in the Senate for a couple of years. That's not enough experience. And by the way, they're bomb throwers, and they're not experienced candidates.
In a crowded sort of field, especially on the right, I mean, Santorum, who's run before, never count that out, has as much chance as anybody. I feel like, look, I do think that Huckabee, if you take Huckabee and Santorum in Iowa, I think a lot of those folks, you know, they're in love with Huckabee and in like with Santorum. But what you were just talking about is really interesting. On the establishment side, there's usually sort of one anointed figure in that lane.
It's Bob Dole, it's George W., it's McCain.
Both lanes are fluid.
So, you know, another reason, look, Romney, you know, who's run twice before, that's interesting. But, like, maybe he's got as much of a shot as anybody if there's that many people in the race.